there's no telling when you might learn the lesson of a lifetime. Steve Hartman has a case in point.
There are two very different sides to 48-year-old Anita Hughes.
Thank you, Jesus.
At her church in Cleveland, she is a fearless hurricane. While at home, she's more like a stationary front. Except for church, she rarely leaves the house and won't travel anywhere by herself. Which is why it was such a big deal last month when Anita Hughes decided to step way outside her comfort zone and take a trip on her own.
I just got out and I made it to the car. And I turned the ignition and I actually got on 77 South. And I went.
She was headed for North Carolina for a gospel concert, and she made it just fine. But on the way home, she got so terribly lost, she didn't even know what state she was in.
So Anita pulled into this 7-Eleven in Strasburg, Virginia to ask directions. You can see her entering there on the right. Unfortunately, there's no sound, but by all accounts, you could hear her desperation, loud and clear.
What did you say exactly?
Can somebody please tell me how to get to Cleveland? And everybody in the store just paused.
I mean, she came in full-throated, like a Broadway star on stage, reaching the back row. She was genuinely turned around.
Jason Wright was a customer in the store. He says he gave Anita directions, but she was still scared and skeptical.
I said, that's the right way. You come show me how to get to Cleveland. So he did.
What?
Yeah. He was so nice.
I mean, I'm going in the complete opposite direction.
You were?
I live here to the south. I'm driving north, so far out of my way.
Jason drove 35 miles out of his way to get her back on track to Cleveland. But here's the best part. A few days ago, he drove another 300 miles to take her to the moon. Obviously, Anita and Jason have become fast friends. They talk on the phone just about every day and now share a real fondness for one another.
Jason gave you a lot more than directions that day.
That he did. Just a little bit of appliance of affection can change a whole situation.
Since their chance encounter, Anita has taken another trip to Detroit. She got a new job and says she's more confident now than ever. And as for Jason, he thinks he's gotten even more out of this. The lesson of a lifetime.
It just doesn't matter the skin color, the zip code. We're brothers and sisters, and we really do have a responsibility to help one another get home.
You mean that metaphorically, don't you?
I mean it in every way imaginable.
When one got lost, hope got found.